little angels. Come in, come in. I'm so happy that you're here. No, I was just warming my hands by the fire. Yes, come in. Everybody's welcome. It's still early. Come on in. I was actually just settling in to read. I'm gonna read the stories behind the best love songs of Christmas. Would you like me to read to you? Awesome. Okay, come on in. Be comfortable. We have lots of chairs. I have some hardback chairs if your back is bothering you. And if your back is really bothering you, why don't you take the couch? We can fit 3, 4, 5 on one on each arm and 3 on the back. Okay. And the meditation cushions are out. Christina, I have yours right there. Excellent. And we have the rocking chair, and that'll fit 2 of you. You can put the legs up. Good job. Yes, I have the hammocks. 1, 2, 3, lined up. 3 each will fit comfortably. 4 if you're friendly. And be comfy, guys. Now, before you get comfy, though, I do have some lovely refreshments tonight. Okay, so for the hot beverage, because it is a chilly night, isn't it? I know. I made my famous mulled cranberry juice again. I know it. You all seemed to like it last time. Sorry, sweetie, what's that? Oh, it's easy. You just take cranberry cocktail, pour it in. You can mix it with anything, and you can use any variety of, like, cran apple, cran grape, cran cherry, whatever. You can also add some grape juice to it. White grape juice works really well. An orange juice, whatever you want. And then you add your mulling spices. And what I use is a couple cinnamon sticks, some cloves, a piece of ginger, some allspice berries. I like to put them in a tea bag or a coffee filter and tie it and just let it simmer on the stove. Your house will smell amazing, and it tastes so yummy warm. Thank you. And we're switching things around since that's usually cold. We're having it hot. And for the chilled beverage tonight, instead of having hot coffee, we are going to have, what are we having? We are having iced lattes. They are decaf because it is getting later in the day, and they are vanilla lattes with a pump of caramel. We also have chocolate pumps and butter pecan. Of course. And I have every non-dairy, vegan, regular milk, soy milk, almond, whatever you like, as well as every kind of sweetener. From agave, Splenda, white sugar, raw sugar, brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, whatever you guys want. Okay, great. I'm so glad. Okay, and I see we have some new little angels here. Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Please have a seat, and please give it a thumbs up. You can share it. Sharing is caring. If you silently watch, that's okay. I'm just glad that you're here. It makes me so happy to know that you're here and keeping me company. But if you're comfortable commenting, please do. I love the comments on this channel. I love to know what you think, you feel, your ideas, your suggestions. I love watching you interact with each other. I love interacting. And when we do that, we connect. And when we connect, we take this great big world and go and make it smaller. And that's such a good thing, you guys. And please hit that subscribe button below. I'd really appreciate it. And hello, hello, hello to all my returning little angels. I am so glad that you guys are here. Thank you for being here. Please keep your comments coming. Please make sure you're still subscribed. Just thank you for all the love that you give me. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. So everyone be comfortable. Get your drinks. And you can have any kind of lighting that you want. But if you might fall asleep, that's why I have my one rule. No lit candles. You can have electric, battery-operated night lights, dim lights. You can wear a sleep mask. It's entirely up to you. Okay? All right. Now, I'm going to read this. We did this last year, too. I also did an amazing collaboration with Lori Latte ASMR, who has probably one of the most beautiful singing voices I've ever heard. And she does Christmas carols by the tree, and we did a collab where I told the story behind some of the carols that she was singing. We're going to do it again this year. It's supposed to be a surprise, but I have a really big mouth. But I thought I would start with a couple this week, and we'll read a few together. And I have my new glasses. You guys want to see them? Okay. I went a little bit different. They're supposed to be non-reflective, so you don't get the glare, but every once in a while you get the glare. But I love the little cat's eye look to them. Yeah, okay. And let me just get the microphone set up nice. Here, I'm using my Christmas mic cover. Okay. Alright, so let's open this up and read a couple of the stories. How about, let's see, one I think you guys would find really interesting. How about the Christmas song? I love that song so much. Okay, ready? Okay, snuggle in. One of the most famous modern-day Christmas songs was written on one of the hottest California days on record. The song, which resulted in a collaboration between two of America's best singer-songwriters, has touched millions and made both men a fixture of every holiday season. In fact, for many, Nat King Cole singing "Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire," which is the opening line of the Christmas song, is one of the greatest moments in the history of music. Yet, had it not been for a friend of Cole's named Mel Torme, who happened to drop by Cole's house with the song, Cole would never have had the chance to record it. It happens to be my best friend Natalie's favorite song. Most baby boomers came to know Mel Torme through his appearance on the television series Night Court, the old one, not the new one. Because of the show, the Velvet Fog, as he was called by fans, was seen as little more than an old, almost forgotten jazz singer. Torme relished playing up the false image of being a lounge lizard, although nothing could be further from the truth. Actually, Torme, a talented singer, songwriter, performer, and author, was one of the most ambitious men ever to walk onto a stage. His incredible catalog of credits continues to inspire people long after his death. Torme grew up in show business. In the 1930s, he was a child radio actor and a vaudeville performer. By his teens, he was already writing songs. When he was just 16, he quit high school to arrange music and to play drums for the Marx Orchestra. Soon after, he worked with Frank Sinatra. In 1944, Torme got together with two other talented musicians, Les Baxter and Henry Mancini, to form the vocal group the Meltones. The trio was among the first of the jazz-influenced vocal groups. 5 years later, Mel scored a solo #1 hit with Careless Hands and quickly gained recognition as one of the top jazz artists in the world. Ethel Waters once said that Torme was the only white man who sings with the soul of a black man. Soon, without realizing it, Mel, whose view of life and music was never complicated by racial prejudice, would serve as the key in opening a holiday door previously closed to African Americans. Over the course of the next 50 years, Torme influenced generations of singers. He sold millions of records, acted in dozens of movies and television shows, wrote a couple of best-selling books, arranged music for some of the greatest names in the business, and took a few years off to fly airplanes as a commercial pilot. Yet the one facet of his career that's often overlooked was his ability to write music. If the singer-songwriter hadn't decided to visit his friend Nat King Cole's house one hot summer day, Born to be Blue would have probably gone down as his most remembered composition. But a July drive across Los Angeles changed all of that forever. Robert Wells, a lyricist, was one of Tormé's best friends. They had written together for several years and had just been hired to produce the title songs for 2 movies, Abby's Irish Rose and Magic Town. When Mel arrived, rather than working on the assignments, he found Wells trying to drive off the California heat with fans and positive thinking. The fans were doing little good. And the positive thoughts, which consisted of writing down everything that reminded Wells of cold winters in New England, was only making him warmer. Many years later, Tormé recalled what happened. I saw a spiral pad on his piano, and 4 lines were written in pencil. They started chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping, Yuletide carols, folks dressed up like Eskimos. Bob didn't think he was writing a song lyric. He thought he could immerse himself in winter's thoughts and might cool off. It had been the chestnuts that had started Wells' strange train of thought. He had seen his mother bring in a bag of them to stuff a turkey for dinner. Wells was thrown back to the days when he saw vendors selling chestnuts on New York City street corners. Yet, while Wells was after nothing more than an attempt to think cold, Mel saw a glimpse of a song in the phrases he had written. With the temperatures in the high 90s, and both men sweating through their clothes, they got to work on what was to become a Christmas classic. It took just 40 minutes. The assigned movie title songs were pushed aside as Wells and Tormé climbed into a car and drove away to show off their latest song. Tormé knew all the great singers who worked in L.A. They all liked and respected Mel's work, and most of them palled around with the singer. So when Wells and Tormé dropped by Nat King Cole's house uninvited, it wasn't out of the ordinary. It was just old friendly Mel being Mel. Yet the result of that visit were monumental. After a brief greeting, Tormé took a seat at King's piano. On the hottest day of the year, Mel played the new Christmas number. It might not have cooled anyone off, but Cole was deeply impressed. Nat King Cole had begun his career as a jazz pianist and was one of the best. Yet, by the 1940s, with his smooth baritone, he had mesmerized fans all over the world. Even at a time when some of the greatest balladeers of history ruled the airways, Nat King Cole stood out. The young black man from Chicago's voice and styling set him apart. His voice and stage presence earned him the nickname King. Cole's first huge hit came in 1946 with I Love You for Sentimental Reasons. A long list of well-loved songs including Mona Lisa, Nature Boy, and Too Young all followed. During an era where America was almost totally segregated, Cole's music erased the racial barriers, at least in music. From the moment Tormé stopped in at Cole's Los Angeles home and played the Christmas song on his piano, Nat loved it. Sensing the song was a classic, he wanted to record it before Tormé could offer it to anyone else. Within days, Cole had arranged the song to suit his voice and pacing, and he cut it for Capitol Records. His instincts about the song's potential were absolutely right. It was released in October of 1946. The song stayed at the top 10 for almost 2 months. Nat's hit charted again in 1947, 1949, 1950, and 1954. Though the Christmas song would ultimately be recorded by more than 100 other artists, including Bing Crosby, Judy Garland, and even Mel Tormé himself. None could ever break Cole's ownership rights. The song was instantly and forevermore a Nat King Cole classic. No one thought about it at the time, but Cole's cut of Tormé's song became the first American Christmas standard introduced by an African American. The success of the cut helped open the door for Lou Rawls, Ray Charles, and Ethel Waters to put their own spin on holiday classics. It gave black audiences a chance to hear their favorite songs sing the carols that they loved as deeply as all the other Christians. Thanks to the Christmas song, for the first time In the commercial marketplace, Christmas was not reserved for whites only. Cole died in his 40s of cancer, while Torme lived to be in his 70s. Both men's careers hit incredible high notes, and their list of honors and accomplishments set them apart and made them great amongst their peers. But no moment for either of them was ever as memorable as when they were brought together by words that were meant to simply cool off a body on a hot day. If there was such a thing as inspired magic, it can be found in this song. When people around the world hear Nat King Cole's rich baritone singing about cold noses and wonderful carols that warm hearts at Christmas, they are blessed. The world has lost both Nat King Cole and Mel Torme, but their genius lives on in a song that continues to give millions the special spirit of the season and the memory of a cool winter's eve each and every year. I love that. Do you guys? I hope you enjoy this series. I'm going to be doing quite a few before Christmas. So please tell me in the comments, if you're still awake, what's your favorite Christmas carol? And is there a special meaning for you with it? Also, I'm asking all my New York friends, do they still sell chestnuts, roasted chestnuts at Christmas time on the street corners? In my heart, I like to think they do. I've only tried roasted chestnuts once, and I think I did them wrong because I did not like them. But I'd love to know. Tell me what you guys remember about them. Okay, so I'm going to let you go for now. Everybody seems to be drifting off. But always remember that I love you, and I value you, I honor you, and I'm so very, very glad that each and every one of you was born.